What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another episode review of Love After Lockup. Okay, this is season 3, episode 2. Bad at being good. So these people are going to give me a time. Okay, I feel like these are a whole new set of people. Like, they're another breed of dumb. Okay, like they are really getting taken advantage of, and if it finds out that that they really not, I'm going to be so surprised. Okay, I'm gonna be like, you shitting me? You can't tell me, because at least a good half of them are getting played. You know what I'm saying? Start off with Scott. Mr. Lip, okay? Mr. Lip, I don't know. Like I said last week, baby girl, I don't know what's going on with that lip. That lip action is disturbing to me. I'm like, y'all could have waited until the swelling went down to start filming with him. But WeTV said, no, we on the schedule. It's time to go. Okay? So basically, Scott is getting ready. He's getting ready for Lindsay to get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, is she really gonna get out of jail? Now, when did they filming this confession? Because she's filming her confessional while she's still in prison. I said, girl, did you get out of jail and go back to jail and do some mess, or did you never come home? Okay, because last week when she was in her confessional, she was talking about the coronavirus and all the stuff that was going on in the prisons regarding that or whatever. And I'm like, what is happening with Lindsay at this point? They kind of building it up to make it seem like it's going to be a letdown, okay? They think that she coming out, but she probably not. Or she do come out, because they also, giving her past history about, how, she went through stuff, whatever. And, making it seem like it was a switch in her that changed her, whatever. And herself, she even said that she's just good at being bad or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And of course, drugs and stuff is getting involved, and that fast life or whatever. So it's making it seem like if she does get out, she gonna get in trouble going back to her old ways, and mess up a good thing that she probably do got with Scott. Cause Scott ain't nothing but a sugar daddy. Okay, that's what it is, baby. If I could take advantage of somebody like that, I wouldn't really want to do nothing like that. But if you allow me to do so, I will freely do it. Okay, I will freely and willingly do it. All right. If you want to pay for my stuff, let me tell you something. I don't listen, they be scamming so much. On my IG, Instagram and DMs or whatever, it don't be nothing but old white men, middle-aged white men, all up in my stuff. Talk about something they want a sugar baby, and I start you off with this and all this stuff. Girl, I don't respond, but baby girl, in this economy, stuff be tempting. Even though it's a scam, it be tempting. I said, listen, you gonna mess this stuff up, okay? So basically, Scott is getting ready for Lindsay to come back. Got her little underwear. She was like, got her little name brand underwear. Got her this $1,200 phone. She got to get the most expensive phone. She want to get married. She sent me this stuff right here talking about some wedding rings and stuff like that and woo woo woo. Now see, Scott, he really in it for the long haul, okay? Scott moved from New York down to Mississippi just to be with her, okay? Scott looked like he used to have a Fortune 500 job, you know what I'm saying? Scott looked like he used to fraud the government, okay? He looked like he used to do some money smart stuff that, people still ain't finding out about. Scott looked like he used to play with the Ponzi schemes, okay? He looked like he used to vacation with Bernie Madoff, okay? Like, he just looked like he give me that type. He give me that type, you know what I'm saying? He's very naive at this point. He could be money smart, but he is very naive when it comes to relationships. And the fact that he's 51 and she's 27, of course, his head a little geeked up because he's this older guy with this younger girl, and he think he still got it or whatever. But you are providing so much for this girl. And when I say providing for her, he is so much into her family to the point that, she has a 10-year-old daughter, and, he buys her clothes. He's into with her grandmother or whatever. Like, they're real close, all this stuff. He goes over there having play dates with her and, taking her out like he her daddy and stuff like that. They live 3 hours away from each other. They meeting up halfway at the park in the goddamn rain to play. I said, look, Grace ain't got no friends. You know what I'm saying? Gracie was like, he cute, good or whatever, because, My mama like him, but let me tell you something. I haven't spoken to my mama or seen my mommy in like years. And, she's only been in my life for half my life. And I'm like really missing her and I can't wait to see her. And then, Scott come along and he doing all this stuff. The first time I seen him, he brought me some clothes or whatever. Some of the clothes that I still wear now to school and everything. I said, so you bribing the kid for clothes and stuff like that? Girl, okay, you ban the affections, but I get it. Kids are simple. Some of them real simple to win over. Throw them a lollipop and they your friend forever. Anyway, I'm just sitting here like, I was just really confused and concerned, okay? Because, Scott could be a good guy. He could have a good heart or whatever. But at the end of the day, that you have a daughter. You have a daughter. This is a grown man. You don't know nothing about him truly, okay? From what he then told you, you don't know his real personality. You haven't been with him on the outside. And ain't no way in hell I'm finna let some grown man be around my child. I don't care if it's a son or a daughter. I will not let no grown man be around my child without me being present. And I don't care if the grandma was there. I don't care. I don't care. No, I have to be present, okay? That concerned me. That was a red flag right there. Scott gets to talking about how, he's into fatherhood because he was a father, for 20 years, but then his son Connor passed away in a car accident, and so in 2017, so this is fairly recent. And so I say this is probably why he's doing what he's doing, because this is probably part of his grief process, if you ask me. He talking about how Lindsay got to get on this flight, to get on this one, to get on this flight, to come here, to drive all the way down here, and then she go to the halfway house. I said, is she going to get on all them flights? Is she going to make it? I don't know. I don't think Miss Lindsay gonna make it. Y'all think Miss Lindsay gonna make it? Girl, it was just a lot. Him and that lip and him getting taken. You know what I'm saying? When he was putting her clothes in that bag, and he was like, Lindsay get a bad rap because she's pretty, she's beautiful. She's a white young woman. Girl, he made sure to say that she was white. I said, what? Sir, you could have kept that out. We saw what she is. Meanwhile, Lindsay up there talking about how, she graduated from college or she was in school or whatever. And it's like, why would I need to go back when I'm out here making all this fast money or whatever? She was on a good track. But then, something a little flipped in it. She got addicted to the drugs or whatever. Meth is the white people drug of choice these days. Like, it really is. I don't know when that happened, but it happened. They was looking at Breaking Bad and said, meth. Okay, let me get on that train, bitch. And I'm just like, all right, girl, you do what you do. Scam this man for as much as you can, because if he willing to give her all this stuff, another dumb Scott. Another dumb Scott. Then we get John. Mind you, I forgot to tell y'all that John got like 6, 7, 8 kids, okay? And you are doing all this stuff. Plus that thing with his record, he getting ready for picking up Christiana. Girl, he got one of his friends over there that look like he's part of his tribe or whatever, because he's Lakota Native American. And so, he's planning it out, talking it out. We got 40 minutes to get from here to here to get on the road. From when she get out of from when she get out of jail, we got 40 minutes to get from the jail to the place in the park where we got the car and to do the ceremony or whatever. And then we got to get her to the halfway house. Okay. Now there's a little sheet or whatever that he's supposed to put over there, because remember last week he said he was going to put a mattress on the truck too. It's going to be an altar where they get married at, and then they going to have a little honeymoon, bang, bang, boom. I said, John, y'all not going to have sex like right then and there. You know what I'm saying? When she got to go to the halfway house just because y'all got married, that's a little quick, a little quick pumper. That's what you doing, boo-boo? I said, no, John, don't rush this stuff. You're doing a lot, okay? Your kids already saying that you move fast, and then you talking about your exes and, how you married one girl too quick or whatever, and then you married her twice, okay? And I was like, what is going on with John? Why are you so speeding up everything? I know you're 46 years old. I know life is coming, but you can slow it down a little bit. Get to know the girl. And he even said himself, Christiana said, she's never really said that she was in love with him, because They never been intimate, and they never seen each other on the outside. And so that's understandable. This relationship is kind of fresh. They've been talking for a while. Leave it to Christiana to tell us about, the pen pal system that, they have, and you need to have somebody that you talk to through the pen pal system, because you get lonely in the jail. You feel alone and stuff like that, which is understandable. Jail is meant to break the hell out of you, okay, to break your spirit and all that stuff. So of course, they get in the car, he doing all this stuff, he get the limo, girl, he park his truck in the park. Then he go get into the limo. I said, John, how much money you spending on all of this? Okay, like, it's just a lot that's going on. He outside waiting for her, whatever. She finally come out. Girl, we got another Angela in the throat sounding chick. You know what I'm saying? She don't sound as bad as Angela, but, she got a little voice action that's going on that's a little raspy, a little rough. You could tell that ain't her original voice. Them drugs to mess it up. She said, girl, I was out here trying to get meth, trying to get crack, trying to get all the stuff. Okay, all the stuff. She said, give me all of it. I said, girl, I don't know. Like, Christiana, she was talking some good shit in her little confessional. Like, she really was here for John and all this stuff. He really saw me for who I was. He wasn't judging me or whatever. And he really got deep inside me and all that stuff and all this. And it was just so good. And I was like, okay. So they getting ready to get in the car. They get in the car. And before they can get in the car, he was like, hold up, So before we do this, let me just tell you this. I really love you. And I just want to tell you this. Will you marry me? He get down on the floor, get down on his knee, show the little ring, whatever. She's like, oh my God, my stomach is just turning. I said, is that the reaction that we really want? But okay, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? She was caught off guard. She wasn't expecting this. I said, boy, John, get your ass up. She probably going to say yes. And it's probably going to be, what was the one with the crazy eyes last season? Girl, and Life After Lockup is coming back on. Okay, so we got more of the original people from season 2 coming back. Girl, we gonna have a time, okay, in September. Girl, this channel about to be popping with some Life After Lockup bullshit. But anyway, girl, I'm sitting here like, Jonathan, please stand up. Okay, please stand up and take her to her halfway house and stop playing games with us. Meanwhile, we got, who else we got? We got Jessica and Maurice. So Jessica is ready, baby. Maurice is about to get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? She keep on putting it out there. First of all, we get a little bit more information about their relationship, okay? They've been married for 4.5 years or whatever. Basically, the first few months that they saw each other, they was cool. Then after that, they got proposed to, got married the next time, and then she was talking about how she had conjugal visits with him. She's a little concerned about, how stuff was going to be with them on the outside, because of the simple fact that they've never been on the outside. And when they first started talking or whatever, right before they got married, he was talking to another woman and she was sending him a lot of money, but she was like, I'm sure he never saw her. I said, that's what you think. That's what you think, okay? And it's a possibility that he could have had her, just using her for some money and all that stuff. But whatever, he chose her, you know what I'm saying? She was like, you got to be married or whatever to have conjugal visits. So, in the back of my mind, I'm also thinking now, like, what if he really just married me so that he can have sex, and he good too. Like, he can go all day. Like, he can go for hours, girl. I was sitting here like, it's so many stereotypes that's coming through my head that I don't want to put out there, but they're playing out right here in front of me with Jessica and Maurice at this point. Girl, Jessica was getting ready, baby. Okay, she was getting ready. She was like, listen, I gotta put my makeup on or whatever. I gotta beat my face or whatever so that he can look at me and be like, oh, my wife is fine as shit. I gotta look fine for my man. And I said, girl, you still look like somebody's middle-aged grandma, okay? A middle-aged mama. That's what she looked like with a teenage child. Okay, or a teenage to a 20-year-old. She just look old in the face compared to, she got one of those faces that at one angle she probably look her age and at the other angle she look older than what she really is. You know what I'm saying? She's 33 years old. Mind you, Maurice is 26. I said, that ain't that much of an age difference. I can deal with that or whatever. They adults. But it ain't no Jada and August, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm just sitting here like, all right, girl. She said, let me put my little skimpy dress on. When I see him up in the prison, I always have to be covered up or whatever. and now I'm going to have my titties out and my legs all up and everything. I said, you better go ahead and do what you got to do, Jessica. Be good for your man. Give him something that he needs to see. Like, baby, this is what you've been missing since you've been up in jail all this time, okay? You finna get all of this, okay? I said, you know what, Jessica? I'm not even mad at you because I would have dressed, I would have been looking good too. If I would have had a boo up in jail, I would have been looking studded out like a motherfucker, like, you know, Sade, come on. What your nigga do? You know what I'm saying? Look at your nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? I look good, don't I? Hair would have been done and everything. We know we would have did that shit. We ain't finna come up there looking raggedy. Okay? First impressions on the outside is everything. I'm just saying. You know? So she goes down there to the prison. You know, she was talking about how, you know, the family, she hoped that the family really respects what she's doing. You know, she goes all out of her way for him, you know, driving 11 hours to get to him. I said, 11 hours just to go see a nigga? Girl, it wouldn't be me. I ain't never flew out to go see nobody, okay? I've had people flown out to come see me, and I ain't paid for the ticket, bitch. Listen, okay? It'll never happen, you know what I'm saying? Let me not say that. I ain't gonna say it will never happen. If we have a deep connection and, you know, because I really said I really didn't want to do a long distance relationship, but, you know, it's a lot of things that I said in my past that I've come to, you know, reverse on that and I'll be more open to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because what if your significant other or somebody else is probably really in another state or whatever. You know, I was like, it's stuff. Just so happened that I find somebody that, you know, I connect with and they not in my state. Like, as long as they in the United States, it ain't nothing but a plane ride away. You know what I'm saying? And if we really connect deeply enough for me to want to do that, yeah, I fly out or whatever. You know, and you ain't even got to pay for my ticket. I do that shit myself. That's to show you that I really care for you, okay? I ain't using you because I ain't asking you to pay for my shit. I could pay for my own. You know what I'm saying? Put me up though, but I can pay for my own, you know. And so Jessica's standing outside, you know, she finally get there. I said, oh, you in another car too? She was up in a truck this time because last week she was in her mama car, okay? This week she was up in a truck. I said, Jessica, where you get that truck from? Where you get that truck from? She said, baby, I'm finna go all out. I'm finna look good and I'm finna arrive in style. I said, bitch, I know that's right, okay? Give him something that he can feel when he come up out of that bitch, okay? She get out there, she stand there thinking that she looking good. Jessica got a nice body. She a little thick for you know, she a little thicky for a little white girl too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, Jessica, go ahead and do that. You know, she got her womanly curves just out there for the taking and everything. I said, Jessica, go sit your ass back up in the car. You said he ain't getting out until 7:45. It's 7 o'clock. Why are you standing outside? Okay? I know you need to stretch your legs because you've been driving for a minute, but girl, sit your ass back down, okay? You know, it's 8:52. He still ain't showed up, and you mean to tell me you've been standing outside that whole time? Jessica, I know your feet hurt. I know your feet hurt. He about to put your legs to the moon like Candy and Rashida said, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, rest your feet so you can go all night. You know what I'm saying? Rest your feet, okay? Cause he about to crip walk in that puss. Baby, she told us that he a Compton crip too. I said, oh shit. Okay, like come on. Oh my God, let me stop playing. He finally pulled up. She was like, oh my God, I got anxiety. I said, girl, I know you do. Girl. I'm actually kind of rooting for them. Like, they really getting me hyped or whatever because I liked her presentation. I was like, all right, Jessica. She came up there. You know, he was like, oh, shit, baby. They was kissing and everything. My wife. They was like, the producers, what did you think when you first came out that van? He was like, I was looking. I said, is that a white girl right there? That's my wife right there. Look at that. I said, oh, okay. He did seem excited to see her. You know, he wasn't giving me no, he probably was acting, but he was acting real good. Like, he really was excited to see her. You know, he was like, this lady been down for me. You know, she been down in the cut for me ever since day one. So she gonna be there for me. This is my motherfucking wife right here. You know, and what we about to go do, you know what I want to do? I'm about to go have some motherfucking sex, bitch. Okay? I said, all right, you very straightforward. I kind of like that. Go ahead, Maurice. You know, Jessica, your pom-pom finna be fucked up, okay? He finna dislocate your uterus. Anyway, so that was what was going on with Jessica and Maurice. You know, they met up and all that stuff. That was cute. Moving on from that, Quaylin and Chevelle. Chevelle mama and I think her sister, whatever, coming over there to take the little daughter over there to the grandma house and all that because, Chevelle got to go pick up Quaylen's mama, because she came up here from Texas. They up in Missouri, Kansas City. Let me turn it around. Kansas City, Missouri, okay? I don't want to sound ignorant, And so at this point, mama had to sit down and have a conversation with her baby, because mama's still concerned. This man ain't never been around kids like that. He's been in jail since he's been 17 years old. He even told us, listen, social media wasn't popping that way when I was young, okay? I done missed a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I was 17 years old. The only thing that was truly popping back then was Black Planet and MySpace. I said, yes. I threw the Black Planet in there, too, because, he probably was on Black Planet, too. But y'all, it's probably mostly white folks watch this show. They probably don't know what Black Planet is. But, if you black or whatever and Hispanic, you know exactly what Black Planet was, okay? And don't forget Mi Gente. Mi Gente, I was on both of them, girlfriend. But anyway, don't worry about why. Don't worry about why. Just know that I was, okay? Don't worry about it. Anyway, girl, we was doing some things back in the day. So mama sitting down there and I put my own self in the hot seat. God damn. Threw myself out. Mom sitting down there was like, so, you got to go ahead. You're going to get through this, whatever. I see that you're really going to do what you're going to do with this whole thing. But I just want you to realize and understand that, I raised you right. You got your morals, you got your values, and you got your faith in God. And I don't ever want you to lose that. And that's exactly what you need right about now in this situation, okay? You have to be strong. You have to make sure that this is really what you want, okay? Because mama still got doubts, all right? So at this point, Chevelle go over there to go get, Quaylen's mama. Whatever her name is, we going to call her Q2 because her name starts with a Q2. Okay? I said I ain't never seen so many Q names like that before in my life. With so many consonants and vowels. What the hell? So this the first time that they met. And, at this point, Quaylen is in his confession. First of all, who is hooking up Quaylen's hair? Okay, Quaylen been in jail for 12 years. And his locks then grew or whatever. Okay, but he got his locks styled. He got his trim. He lined up and everything. He faded out, lined up, and styled out. I said, all right, for barbershop, prison barbershop, whoever doing your hair in there, y'all got a job waiting for you on the outside. But anyway, so they sit in the car. She was like, hey, how you doing? Or whatever. Quaylen was not being really, truthful to Chevelle. He's a little nervous because he told his mama that he was going to come down there to Texas with her. And he told Chevelle that he was staying out there in Kansas City with her. Okay? And so, he didn't let Chevelle know that mama don't know about that whole plan that we got put together. So while they in the car talking or whatever, Chevelle just popped up and said, so what you going to do? How you going to feel whatever when he, the fact that he's staying out here with me. She said, excuse me? No, he's coming down to the Texas. This is my son. It's been a long time since I've seen him, okay? And I just want to have him around me. And he's going to be down here in Texas with me. And the whole reason why I want him down here in Texas with me is the simple fact that I don't want him. That's the reason why we moved from here, okay? So that he won't get in any more trouble. And if he stay up here, I have a feeling that he's going to go back on his ways or whatever. And that's not what we're trying to do, okay? That's not what we're trying to do, And she was like, hold up. But he told me that's not what he told me. He told me that he told you all about this stuff. Well, no, he didn't tell me anything about that. He said he come down to the Texas. Let me tell you something. When I see my son and he walk out of that thing, I'm going to take him and we're going to go right back down to Texas. You going to do what? I'm going to take my son. He's going to come to me and we're going to go to Texas, okay? Nah, he's not really going to do that. Okay, we will see. I said, oh, don't get into fighting and getting in attitudes and stuff like that. Don't do that right now. This y'all first meeting. I said, God damn it, Quaylen. All right, strike one. At this point, Chevelle, we had this pact that we was going to tell each other everything. And now he didn't mess that up. I said, okay. Quaylen, you giving me a little bit of Michael T's, just a little bit with your lies, okay? With your lies. It's small. I ain't going to say that you on his level, but, calm down, okay? Tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to lie to your mama and to your girl. No, we ain't doing that. We don't start the stuff off on lies, okay? Don't do that. Moving on from that, let's just end this episode with, Sean and Destiny with two E's. Let me tell you something. Sean is stupid. Okay? Sean probably the dumbest one out of here. Because even though Scott hasn't really seen Lindsay like that, Sean definitely hasn't seen Destiny before, and he got this girl telling him what to do, put this money on my book. And every time she gets on the phone, we only seen two episodes. And each time that he's been on the phone with her, she's fast talking and slick talking and telling him, like, with this domineering voice, what to do and how you need to hurry up and do this, and you need to hurry up and put this money on my books, and you need to do this and do this and do this. She's very demanding. And I was like, girl, for somebody that ain't even let this man see you yet, you got a lot of freaking nerves. She know what she doing. She got this man wrapped around her finger. She like, listen, I done did this before. I done got money out of plenty of people without even them having to see me. That excuse talking about something, I don't look the same way that I was before. I gained 20 pounds and all. So what? If the man loved you, he wouldn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and show him a picture, an updated picture of what you look like. Because that mugshot, I said, if that's Destiny, that picture that he was showing his his boss, his co-workers or whatever, and the picture that we saw in the mugshot when they did their intro, I said them look like totally two different people. But okay, we're gonna wait and see how she look next week when she's supposed to be getting out. So he out there, look like he's shopping for some clothes or whatever with his 16-year-old daughter and his ex mother of his children, I should say, Kelly. Okay, he didn't really tell her about Destiny coming to stay with him. But at this point, he had to go ahead and tell her that. And of course, she was upset. He thinking that she jealous or whatever. I mean, she did say, what is it about her that, you talking about something you want to marry? You ain't marry me. You ain't married me. But I probably would have asked the same thing. Like, what is it about that? Like, we've been together for 20 plus years off and on, and you ain't never asked me to marry you. But then this girl that's in jail that has a record for drugs and, invading the halfway house, escaping this and doing all this stuff, and you ain't never seen her, and you want to marry her and move her into your house and all this stuff. You was like, first of all, my kids ain't going to be coming over there. I don't know this lady. Without meeting this woman, I don't know her from Who Shot John. Okay, I don't know her. And she ain't finna be around my kids, especially after I ain't never seen her either. And it's my first time really hearing about her. No, and you need to sit there. You need to tell our daughter what's going on or whatever. And to be quite honest, this might be the last time that you hear from her because she ain't gonna take it well. I'm pretty sure of it. And sure enough, little girl started breaking down. Saying, Diddy, I think you moving too fast. It's like you trying to start a whole new family and replace us and whatever. I felt bad for the little girl. Okay. Because it was sprung up on her. It wasn't like eased up on her and she had some days or whatever. She had some months and years to, kind of come around to the idea of him being with somebody of this magnitude. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the way that he did that, you got children, you need to let your children know who's gonna be in your life, okay? Especially if they supposed to be around you. And Kelly was pissed when she found out he was spending thousands of dollars on this bitch and never met her. I said, I know that's right, Kelly. Sean, you stupid. Sean, you are really, really stupid. But anyway, this is Love After Lockup. You guys tell me how you felt about this second episode, and I will see you guys later. Peace.